Hello and welcome to the Guy Coffee podcast for the DC20 Unlocked series, brought to you by DriveCentric. For more information or to get signed up for the next DC20 event, go to DriveCentric.com. Let's brew! What's going on, car guys and car gals? Welcome back to the Guy Coffee podcast. This is the last interview over here at DC20. It's over here as the car guy.
And it's Fred Leonard, subprime hero.
And we have the live with Drive Crew right here.
Yeah, we do.
Make them welcome everybody. Throw a coffee cup emoji, couple hands clap, a couple high fives. But we're gonna throw some high fives around this room.
Let's go. Great job, team. Great job this week.
Four in the hole.
That's right. 4. Wow, that's crazy that you guys have done that many now. And man, it feels like it just started yesterday.
One. Yeah,
it really was. But I tell you, the way it moved this time, the way how smooth it was, every single time we've come, and we've been to the last 3, it's gotten smoother, easier, but more people showing up to this thing. That's awesome. So congratulations to you all. Great show this week. You guys rocked and rolled. We were in here getting some interviews, but I saw how much action and how much activity. And really, there wasn't a lot of people just hanging out. They were all in there getting education. I love that. That was pretty awesome to see, too. So, Steve. What? Brother, man, I know you've been to every one of these. You're a big advocate, literally. You're the chief evangelist officer in this mug, right? But you're doing some big things and you're having a lot of fun. What about this event is special to you?
Yeah, it's always great to see fresh faces. I think that's the best. While we go out there, we want to make sure we're educating our whole community of DriveCentric fans out there. And it's great to have repeats. It just says you're doing something, but that's even some of the guy. We were just talking to Kavi coming down, just leaving. And he says, man, he goes, I got to get my managers here. And that's exactly what we want. And they're brand new stores. And they see the vision of what we're doing. They got to try it out. It's hard to envision until you experience it.
And one thing, because we had a great talk with him, and he's an incredible car guy. Love hearing his flow over from the Chevy Chase world.
That's right.
Of selling cars. But there was a conversation that we were having. There was the importance of having those implementing managers present here, talking with each other, having that time away, because a lot of times education will go to the executive levels of the dealership or those that are initially coming in. But to be able to come in and have this time where you get away from the store and you get the chance to really talk with other people, what do you see being next to all of these other people that you've invited out when they get to be enlightened by each other? What do you see that's actually like searing to you guys? That's why we're see happen with the people. I guess we're going to send it to the lady of that house.
Pressure.
Because you do a little bit to put these together. You're a little bit of a contributor to these events.
Just a hair.
What keeps me wanting to keep making DC20 events is the fact that they grow every time. The fact that every time I see more and more engagement, we get more creative every time. Like this time around, we did the scavenger hunt where we had them exchange phone numbers with 5 dealers while they were here. That just keeps it all going, but it also helps start that initial conversation of what are you currently doing? I saw some guys sitting at the bar earlier talking about their processes outside of an education session, and it's cool. They're taking this outside of the educational room too. It's not just while there's a teacher in the room. So it's times like those.
The QR code.
QR code.
That was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
That really was. So they put QR codes on the badge. They'll never do that at any. No, they would never do that at
true.
But actually, we are scanning them, but we're giving them good information.
Yeah.
Versus,
the QR code on your badge would take you to their contact info. They didn't have to bring business cards. They didn't have to remember business cards.
That was brilliant.
It's great.
It really is. When you can take away the excuses, so when they show up, all they got to do is just participate. It makes all the difference. And you guys did that really well, from the food to the experiences to even the excursions. To show up, have some fun. We got drinks, we got food, we got people, we have education, we have inspiration, we have it all. So come to DC20. This is where it's at. When I'm gonna tell you, what I love the most about this is how you include the dealers so much in the education. It's so crucial because you are encouraging them to not just be advocates of it, but to learn it even more. So they get better. They're educating themselves because they don't want to get up in front of people and not know what they're talking about. Yeah. So in turn, all that does is make them a better user too. So when they come educate, they teach what they already know, but they've learned more in the process. So they're out here showing more stuff. But each one of those people will come in here and they educate and they do this, but they sit down and watch the next person speak and then they take notes. I mean, so many people are taking notes from this and they're going back, even the speakers, especially the speakers are, because they want to be able to do it again. That's one thing I've noticed. You've had some repeat speakers and they love it. Oh, they become divas. They have become divas. Chip, love you, Chip. I was like, oh, I got to tell you, Rhea's picking me up now.
Harlow is the biggest diva
Oh,
I've ever
yeah.
met.
That's another one. I love them both, though.
And he told me not to throw shade publicly, so I'm doing it privately publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No
It's a
shade.
very, like,
All love to both of them.
Yeah.
Great speakers, great knowledge, great users, and absolute complete advocates of what's happening with DriveCentric, right? And what's happening at their stores. And you guys are the same. It's the fact that you guys pour into them so much, the fact that you have them participate, that this isn't a DriveCentric event. This is a DriveCentric family event. Everybody who's in DriveCentric, part of DriveCentric, believes in DriveCentric, uses DriveCentric, smells DriveCentric. This is for you. And I love that. You guys do such a good job with that, above and beyond any event I go to. I love that because they come in here and they have a different swagger about it. They like I can't wait to talk to them because they're pumped up about being here to speak. And that's something that's crucial. They go from here and then you get somebody and then you take them to NAD and speak there. Now they're even more. Oh, my life is growing. Now they really there's DriveCentric no matter where they go is going to be inside their stores. I love that, and that's not a sales tactic. That's a relationship tactic. You keep people together. You help each other. You encourage each other. You push each other. And man, great job.
And I think the other thing too is like the speakers. You mentioned the speakers, and between myself, Jenna, early on, we would sit weekends
Yeah.
with people like a Carlo or
Mhm.
Denny Eubank, or just we have
Weekends are late nights,
yeah, and we
Just
just
going back and forth on what is missing from the current processes of like trade shows and events of today.
yeah, we're interviewing the folks to make content like video. You can talk about video a lot of different ways. And this time we had obviously Tito did a great job on his social
Great
media.
job.
We had
Tito
Nathan.
killed it.
Yeah, but we have 3 speakers now on video, and each one of them have a different twist to it. So even though people are coming for a second time, they hear maybe the video topic, but in a different light. And you have to talk to them, and some of them never spoke before. Brian King, he was nervous. Everyone's like, you did a great job, man. But
I think that's one of the coolest parts. Is someone who comes and takes it in and is learning, and now is a speaker here. I think
That's Brian King's a
that's
great example. Of that,
really
right?
cool.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Even Matt Miranda.
Yes,
also-
that's brand new.
And Matt did so well. People were like, he needs to be hired at DriveCentric.
Yeah.
Like he was
Well,
great.
I could tell he's a very smart young man. When we interviewed him too, I was like, okay, great. I mean, we did that for the DC20 Unlocked show before the event. It was great, and it is. And there's so many people out there that you guys bring it to. Just so you all know, if this is the first time you've seen him, but if you would have saw him just a month and a half ago, and he did great, but wow, like the improvement, the way that you were able to help him get to that level. He's so thankful for you, Jenna. Just so you know, he's so thankful because he knows that he's doing something special, but you got him to get a little bit more uncomfortable, helped him grow. I guarantee we'll see him on more stages.
Oh,
because-
100,000%. I 100%. I agree with you. The man has built a following that is uncomparable to anyone else in this industry. He has so many consumers looking at him to buy a car that the automotive industry doesn't even understand yet. And just to put that on a stage and have him speak about it, that's easy for him. But he never even thought to do it.
No, right.
And we were the first time he did that at NA.
He was this close to saying no to you.
I
He was
know.
up to saying, I'm out. Because he's like, I don't do
That first
that.
time is tough. The first time
It's
is
very
hard.
funny too, because when I developed his speaking session with him, I was in Mexico on vacation. I was like, listen, there's a time difference right now. I don't know what, just bear with me if you hear some Mexicans in the background speaking Spanish. He's not in Florida, it's fine.
You know, call me Tito Suave, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I love that.
He goes, must be nice.
Yeah.
Tito's real because he understands car business and he's genuine in the production that he makes.
Yeah.
And you helped him to be able to harness that, and that's good. And he's always going to be.
He'll always
grateful for that.
Be very,
But that's what we do here. That's what
Yep.
you all do. That's what solutionaries do. That's what we do in this business. Is we give them a little bit of what we got to help enhance what they are. And in that, as much as we put a lot of focus, and we are focusing on this particular event itself, it's what happens after the event that actually matters most. And Matt, you've had the chance to see 4 of these DC20s happen, but you get the chance to actually work with, talk to, and see people through the inspiration that they get while they're here, whether they're on the fence about being with DriveCentric or they actually learned something and now they got to go implement it. What is it like post DC20 for some of the clients and some of the dealers or some of the users of DriveCentric? What are those conversations like after they've been here? They got all inspired and they're pumped up, caffeinated, maybe a little tipsy. I don't know. Depends on what you're drinking. But they get out there And now it's, hey, are you doing what it is that you got excited about? What is the follow-up after a DC?
It's really cool to see people leave excited to go in, like excited to talk like business rules or follow-up process in CRM. Like that's not something you really get excited about, but to revamp and re-energize your team. One of my favorite things about the evolution of DC20 here was a year ago, I just got into sales, and all the customers that I saw were people I used to support and train. Now, a year later, it's people that I brought to the system. I've seen the evolution go from that point of view, but both people, when they leave, the excitement love to go back to their team and share it and hop on a call to go over the new processes. I love that part because we did energize, and that's
That's awesome. That's really awesome, Matt. And that is exactly what's going down. And I know you love that. One thing that everyone who is a client of yours that works with you, they talk about, Matt, is how much you care about their experience, right? How much, not only the use of the thing, but how you feel about them. They all know you love them. Right? You bring this whole sense of, hey, I'm family. I want to do whatever it takes to make you happy. Call me even if it's after hours, whatever it takes. I'm glad you came from the world that was not sales before, because you learned the product extremely well, train them and do all that type of stuff. It's a big deal because now you can sell it and every question gets asked, you know the answer to. Right? And that's pretty awesome. That's great. Kudos to you for that.
I would think too that just the noise behind the scene, because we follow up with people from DC20, just kind of, hey, what was your feedback?
I'm sure you
and
do.
stuff.
I'm sure you do.
And I just love that they're connecting without us having to reconnect. And I probably heard more of that because Chip worked with Carlo. And so when you're following with Carlo, talking to, hey, man, I got a call from Chip Diggs, or so-and-so got a call from Denny Eubank, or Heath did video one time. So he's like, man, he goes, yeah, I shared my process with so-and-so. That's when you know the show works, in my opinion. I love that. Really like that.
And what I love about you, Steve, is that that's just who you are. I think why you've been so successful in helping with the branding of this place, because you exude what this business is about. You exude with all that what you just said. I want to help people. If we sell you, great, but more, I want to help you, and I feel so passionate. I know my product will, like, so much. I'm going to wear you. But you know what? There's not a person that he wears out that complains about it. I'm telling you, they're like,
I met a lot of people.
Well,
A lot of people who were here who was like, I told Steve no for the longest time, but gosh darn it, I'm so glad I'm here, and I'm never not coming back. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah, and then she's like, what is the podcast? Let's go. I was like, okay, woo, we got her. She's a fan.
Yeah, Brian.
What's up to a couple people in here? We got
Tyler Patrick. What's up, Tyler Patrick? How you doing, brother?
How are you, Brian Ortega?
That's right, Brian. It is there. And Brian, you have to be at the next one.
That's
You
right.
need to
You
be-
have no
You
choice.
can come, Ortega.
We
Hey,
do
one of the
slap
best
people
here
around to get
in
them
the
to come.
business.
yeah.
Where are you out to get
So,
here?
Tom Brady, welcome to the party. Excited that
Love
you're
you,
here.
Don.
We definitely want to see all of you all out here. But right now, everybody can take a deep
Clean.
Relax. It's over, right? It's done. Thank you so much, everybody that did come out. But we're encouraging you. We can't encourage you enough. Joe Brown, we see you, brother.
Joe Brown says, I feel like I'm right here with you. And
Joe Brown is
he's
right.
literally right over here. So glad we got Nathaniel back here taking a
Back here.
picture. We
What's
love
up,
you,
Nathaniel?
Nathaniel. Another rock star. Great job today, Nathaniel.
Yes, he
Appreciate
killed
you. You brought in that
Wait a
fire.
minute.
I love so much, everybody. Stay on the screen, everybody.
Every time.
Unlocked has just completed another incredible event, and now we're gonna forget focus.
What? Before we forget, focus. We got to give a little
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to Jenna.
And yes.
Jenna is going to make a transition.
Oh,
Yeah. Send all the leads. You know, we'll take care of it. Brian's having FOMO right now. I hear you, bro.
FOMO.
I hear that. I would be too.
But you.
Come on, Brian. Be here,
But
buddy.
Come on,
Brian, you go ahead and participate with us right now, brother. We are going to forgive, focus, and fly. Not quite like the Hive team.
Not like the Hive.
But how did the Hive crew do it?
Clean.
Wait.
Aggregate.
Clean.
Visualize.
Visualize.
They talk
We're going to forgive, focus, fly, everybody.
All right,
Here we go. On 3. 1, 2,
Pinky's up.
3. Forgive. Focus.
Fly.
Keep going, baby. It's been another live with DriveCentric. We're so thankful, everybody. High fives all around.
Appreciate
Great
it.
job.
Great job, everyone.
Great job, everyone.
Let's go. do.
At the next DC20.
We'll see you all
If
soon.
not, why not? Just
Hey,
on out.
be looking for some DC20 Unlocked. We got some great guests coming. People that were here, people that didn't make it to this one will be at the next one. Yep. Be looking for those. I'll be announcing those very soon. We'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.